Okay, bit of a different one, yeah. Obviously, when I got this thing, I wanted to get all the something to keep the pressures in the tyres. Now, back in the day, you had those little 6-inch long sort of mini hand pumps that you shoved in the back of your cycling jersey. But things have moved on a bit since then, and I got one of these. Now, I looked at a few reviews. I went through YouTube and had a little look on there, and there was one particular video where a guy had a couple of them, and he was just comparing them. And one of the things he did as well was, after he put the pressure in with these, he checked how accurate they were, how much they actually put in. Like, if this thing put 30 pounds in, how much was actually going in the tyre. And this thing was pretty close, so I chose this one anyways. Fanttik X9 Ace mini pump. And power button here. So I got it set to 51 at the moment. 50 is the max in it. That's what I put in. I don't know about anybody else. But adjust the pressures up and down while you want in there. Anyways, you can switch this around here. Switch from press to the shredder. USB-C charger there. But what I found was, when I first had this, and I was screwing that on the valve, and I put the pressure in. By the time I undone it, if I put 50 in there, it's dropping back down to 30, like by the time I unscrewed the thing. So then I got this extension tube, but the same thing was happening. By the time I unscrewed it, basically, you're losing 20 pounds. So then eventually I got this little quick release stick on the end of there, and that seemed to solve the problem. So we just have this together. So the weakest link here is actually the quick release, because, you know, it wasn't exactly a dear part, and you can obviously get better ones. So we'll have this on there. And at the moment, we've got 46 pounds in there. So we'll just hit the power. And that's going up to 50 pounds, so it's doing a pretty good job. And then when I have that off now hopefully when I put it back on, see, so I lost 1 pound of pressure out of there with using the quick release. As I say, when I was just using the bit on the end of the pump, this bit here, by the time I unscrewed it, it's down to 30 pound. We had the tube, by the time I unscrewed that, down to 30 pound. Quick release, there we go. That's not much of a really. See if I can let some pressure out. Whoa, it's only a small tyre. That was probably quite a lot come out then. So, okay, now we're down to 20, 25. So we'll see how we go from there. Yep, that was a bit of a better demo to show what it's capable of. 25 to 50. Have it back off. Have it back on. And see, depending how messy you are with your changeover. So there we go. So, as I say, I looked at a couple of videos, see what was out there. And I ended up with this Fanttik X9 Ace mini pump, as I say. But I do recommend getting the extension tube and definitely the quick release. That's what makes all the difference. So, yeah, that's just cheap and cheerful, and it does a good enough job. Like so, there we go. Power button off and on. Adjust the pressures. Press at the shredder. USB-C in there. There we go. Fanttik X9 Ace mini pump.